all are well and staying safe. My name is Sapna Sangode, Assistant Professor, AISSMS, College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. I welcome you all for my today's session on special equipments. Objectives. At the end of this session, student will able to identify special equipments and other equipment. They can also handle safely and use of special equipment. They can also understand how the special equipment can care and maintain. Introduction. Equipment covers important and listed will offered according to menu is called as special equipment. There is an almost unlimited range of flatware, cutlery and hollowware in use in the catering industry today. These items are those necessary to give efficient service of any form of meal at any time of the day. Special equipment used in food and beverage service. Tableware equipment and food service. Let us understand what is tableware equipment. Caviar knife, asparagus tongs, snail fork, lobster pig, fruit stand, corn on the cob holder, nut cracker, snail tongs, steak knife. Food service, we have chafing dish, punch bowl, wine cradles, fruit stand, cocoa dish, oval or gratin. This is all special equipment where snail fork, fondue fork, how it looks, ice cream scoop, pastry slice, soup ladle, asparagus tongs, corn on cob holder, lobster pig, nut cracker, sauce ladle. You can see all this picture in this special equipment. Purchasing while consider for food service equipment. Like this all points we should consider it while taking the service equipment. Capital available, type of clientele, style of service, location, efficiency and durability. Cost of maintenance also will consider replacements, menu items, type of meal on offer, storage, suitable for multiple applications, design and pattern to suit the decor, operation cost. These all points will be very important. Care and maintenance. Crockery. Clean crockery should always be stored in a piles of 20 to 25 for easier counting. The piles should be kept covered and stored at convenient heights. Glassware. Clean and polished glasses should be stored upside down in a cupboard or shelves lined with paper or stored in plastic coated wire racks. Do not put one inside the other as this will cause cracks and accident to staff. Linen. Linen of different sizes and colors should be neatly folded and stored in linen racks or cupboards lined with paper. The inverted fold of linen should be always outside for easier counting and picking up. Cutlery and hollowware. Clean and polished cutleries are segregated and stored in the compartmental drawers of the sideboard. Hollowware items are stored in shelves at a convenient height. Furnitures. Chairs are stacked and covered and the collapsible tables are stacked one over the other. Points to remember. Wide range of service equipment. The quality of service equipment in use reflects the profile of the restaurant. You have seen the fine dine restaurant. They are using the high quality of service equipment. Type of furniture which is used in the restaurant. Furniture chosen should be comfortable, easy to maintain, sturdy and durable. Linen should be long-lasting with non-fading colors and must withstand frequent laundering and stain removal process. Tables with wooden top should always have base and covered with tablecloth, whereas other tabletops will have placemats. Nowadays, most of the hotels are using placemats. All covers should have one type of napkin fold placed in one position. Bone china crockery is strong, beautiful but expensive. Upscale restaurant use bone china. Silver and silver plated cutlery is very expensive and the cost of maintenance is high. while stainless steel cutlery is cheaper, easy to maintain, and resists scratches. The selected cutlery, crockery, and glassware should be opted for a multiple applications. Service equipment must be stored properly in the appropriate place. Silver dip cleaning method for silverware. Items to be cleaned are completely immersed in a dip in a plastic bowl for a short time, rinse in a clean water and polish with a tea cloth. This is a very quick method, but it is hard on metal if left in dip too long. Burnishing machine also comes under the cleaning method, where items to be cleaned are placed in a drum containing ball bearing, soap powder and water. The drum rotates and tarnish is rubbed off. All items are rinsed in hot water and dried with a tea cloth. Polyvinyl. Items to be cleaned are placed in an enamel or galvanized iron bowl, within which is the polyvinyl aluminum metal sheet containing holes together with some soda. At least one piece of silver needs contact with polyvinyl. Boiling water is poured onto the silver being cleaned. A chemical reaction causes the tarnish to be lifted. After 3 to 4 minutes, remove silver and rinse in boiling water. Drain and then polish with a clean, dry tea cloth. Here in this, you can see the short video how to use the electrolytic plate.
This is an introduction on how to use the electrolyte plate with soda. You can place the electrolyte plate into your sink or, as here, into a plastic bowl. Place your tarnished silver, gold or other precious metals such as jewelry onto the plate. Pour boiling water over the plate. Add a good tablespoon or two of soda, sodium carbonate, not baking soda. Then just relax and watch your tarnished metal as they become good as new. But make sure there is contact between them and the plate. The process between the soda, sodium carbonate and the electrolyte plate gives off small bursts of hydrogen. This is strong enough to remove the tarnish, but not strong enough to harm the metal below, so your treasured possessions, whatever they may be, are safe. Then just rinse under the tap with water. There are no harmful chemicals, therefore it is 100% eco-friendly, quick and easy, without any odor. At the end, give the electrolyte plate a wipe and rinse under the tap. Dry your objects with a cloth and then stand back and admire them.
Plate powder. Pink powder is mixed with a little methylated spirit to a smooth paste. The smooth paste I rubbed well onto the tarnished silver with a clean piece of cloth. The article is left until the paste has dried, which is then rubbed off with a clean cloth. The article must be rinsed well in very hot water and given a final polish with a clean dry tea cloth. For a design or engraving, use a small toothbrush to brush the paste onto the design and a clean toothbrush to remove it. This method is both time consuming and messy but provides very good results. Below mentioned references are used for this PPT. Thank you. Have a great time. If you have any kind of query or question, please let me know.